Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to Out There. We have our newfangled ship we just found. Let's start moving. So, we want to go and do some planet cracking. I think we'll go to the rocky planet. See, it's not actually going to take us anything to land other than fuel, which is great. Do some drilling. Got tungsten, you know. Tungsten's not bad. It's got its uses. I'll fly off, but I'm really looking for gold. Let's take off. Try cracking this one open. Now, we have actually got a full hull, so I'm hoping that we can use some of this stuff. We can definitely use the fuel. No gold, which is a bit disappointing. I'm actually going to not take that. I will take more tungsten. Platinum is very useful. And we can top up our hafnium. I will take the silicon actually since we've got a spare slot. I'll probably get rid of it very soon, but it'll do for now. Right, let's take off. No gold. What a shame. Really, we're wanting gold so we can get the wormhole drive, but until that comes an option... Ooh, actually, cancel. Cancel. For some reason it takes a few button clicks to actually get that one to register. We want to put the 5 iron in there just to free up a slot. Anything else we can use? Oh, I could use a bit more iron, but I'm not going to bother. But still wouldn't free up a slot. I think we'll probe away. Good, I like it. We'll get rid of D7 silicon. Take that. And then I think we'll instantly chuck that into the fuel. I think we'll actually probably do the same with... Oh, I could have stacked the helium. It was a waste, actually. I could have stacked the helium. Oh, God, wait. This ship runs off oxygen, not helium. The helium is useless to me. Because it's a fish, it runs off... Oh my god, it runs off water. Oxygen and hydrogen are now our fuel supplies, not helium. Helium has no use for us. I didn't know this. Not that it's a massive deal, but still. This is actually not a good thing. I guess the ship pays off in other ways, but it's actually going to be a lot less efficient. We need to start stockpiling oxygen, and soon, actually. We're back to hunting for oxygen. Blue Giant... Yellow Dwarf. I think the Yellow Dwarf's probably a good plan. Oh, a space station not unlike the one I explored at the beginning of my adventure, but it seems to have been shut down a long time ago. Asteroids have penetrated the structure and now float around the inactive cube. The only sign of activity is a faint blue light on some circuitry. Investigate closer and see that I can activate a search named Elgubur, another named Inalaz, and another named Edfet Mexgurk. So these are names that you would find out by interacting with alien races, and they'd probably teach you these words. At the moment, it's basically an entire guess. I'm going to guess that the third circuit is... In perfectly intelligible words, I hear the following message. They call themselves Murgur Honortarm. They left our elders, the Emperor Ho Onta Makaba Ontam, ordered them to ravage every planet and system they found until they reached their new home, but they never will. We had a home, but it was stolen from us, then the cube seems to shut down forever. Oh. We've learned a new word. Star. Okay. Breathable world! Woo! This is really good. This is exactly what we wanted. We wanted a breathable world with oxygen. So, what am I going to do here? Can I actually... No, I can't drag those around. Shame. Alright, so we have some stuff. I don't need to repair the hull. Oxygen I could do with oxygen. Fuel, I've got no use for the helium anyway. I might have a quick swing around some of the gas giants and then go down for the oxygen. Good. Very good. I'm assuming oxygen is some more dense energy medium for them, so that they'll be able to use oxygen to provide more fuel, so I want to be able to store the oxygen and use the hydrogen. Oh, very nice. Okay. We're talking motherload at the moment in terms of basic resources. I mean, still basic resources, there's nothing sexy about them, but they're goddamn useful. Right, let's land. The ruler atmosphere of this planet has allowed me to store my oxygen supply, but not the oxygen for the fuel, apparently. Okay. Well, I'm going to chuck my hydrogen, all of my hydrogen into the fuel. I've got one left, okay. And we'll repair that. No! I wanted some left to repair the ship if we get damaged. I will encounter life. Hello, Slit Ilma. He says something to me. I'm not going to try pronouncing that. He puts something on the ground and runs away. We've gathered Omega! Right, Omega, it's an element that basically you get very limited amounts of, but it's something special. And every time you use it in something like your fuel, your oxygen, or your hull, you get like 25. So we've got one Omega, that can be used with like, 25 of a resource. I don't know if it can do something special as well, but it's incredibly rare and you only get through these occasional events. So let's do some drilling now, actually. I think... Have we got any space? No. Okay. We're probably going to start chucking stuff out. Which worries me. But we have got, double the silicon. We can get rid of some of the silicon. What I'm looking for is gold. I'll be happy to get a bit of iron. And definitely some oxygen. Right, so we've got oxygen, copper, cobalt, and carbon. I definitely want oxygen. There's no question about that. I think, in fact, trading the oxygen for the hydrogen is the good choice. And then we'll definitely get rid of some of the silicon. And I'm thinking we take the copper. Copper tends to be useful in a few things. So does cobalt. It's really a toss between the two. But since we have 20 of the copper, I think we'll go for the copper instead. Yep. We're finished. Let's fly. Neutron star. Okay. There's a huge portal, a perfect ring floating in space. In the ring, a blue force field shines. The words Megasterp, Elegurburp, Robferp are written on the side. Fly away or fly through. I'm going to fly through. Pass through the blue halo. Static electricity tickles my body. Lines of unknown code write themselves across the screen. What's happening? My data has been tampered with. Please don't lose the wormhole drive. Oh. I lost Cryonics. I lost Telescope. I've learned Telescope. And I've learned Shared Cryonics. Now, Shared Cryonics is pretty good. It allows you to basically, let me see, something like spend longer in cryonics between jumps, or, you can spend it for short jumps. You can go in cryonics instead of only for long jumps or something. So it makes it, you don't need as much life support. It might be very good to put in my ship, actually, right now. And let's just check how much it would take. We'll need cobalt, which, amusingly enough, we passed up on at the last opportunity. But if we get cobalt in the future, we have to be aware that, that would be useful. So, we're looking out for cobalt, and we're looking out for gold. Okay. Fuel. Could top up on oxygen. Got 3 left. We want to land on this planet anyway, so... Encounter life. Slit Ilma. Presses on the ground and runs away. We got the word death, and we also got another Omega. Very nice. 2 Omega already is a very good run so far. Right. So I've got 2 Omega. The hull, maybe we could do a bit of patching up, but I want to keep a little bit of iron. Fuel. Yeah, we can chuck that in for fuel. Right, what we're looking for, we can get rid of the hydrogen, the helium, sorry. Helium has no use for us. Even though it's got this little icon which says, use it for fuel, because, the icons match. You can't. Not in this ship. So let's do some drilling. Gold. We are in. Ah, yes. Right, okay. And a bunch of oxygen. I want to keep the oxygen. So what I'm looking for is how to make the space folder. So if I put the platinum here temporarily, can I make the space folder from here? The wormhole generator. There we go. Craft. I want to make it here. Awesome. Right. Now I need to figure out how to get... What was the other thing we wanted? It was shared cryonics, which makes cobalt and limited cobalt. Okay, now, I definitely want to get the platinum back. It's only 1, but I think it's necessary. Gold I could probably get rid of. We're not waiting for gold. Helium, definitely. Right, so I certainly want both stacks of oxygen. Both stacks, because they're fuel and they're oxygen for us, which is a bonus in that, we can use one object which can feed 2 things, but it's also a negative in that if we run out of oxygen, we are screwed. I don't want the carbon. I certainly want the oxygen. I probably want the platinum. I'm going to drop the gold. And I'm going to drop the copper. Let's check. Is that right? Yeah, I just need cobalt. Well, this was certainly a very useful planet. Blue giant. Red giant. White dwarf. Go for the white dwarf. Crack, crack, crack. 3 dark cracks are hurtling tiny steel balls at my ship. 3 dark crafts are hurtling tiny steel balls at my ship and surrounding me like feral pick hunters. I have no weapon to fight back. I have to escape somehow. I can hide either in the rings of a nearby gas planet or on a moon dotted with geysers, or I can fly straight towards the nearest star. And there's little time to think about it. I must act! I don't seem to be able to fly towards the star. Okay, so hide in the rings or head for the moon. Ooh. Choices, choices, choices. I can hide in the rings of a nearby gas planet on a moon dotted with geysers. I'm gonna go for the moon. I set a course for a moon covered in mile-high geysers that blast methane clear into space. I hide in the shadow of one of them. It's so dangerous here that my pursuers quickly go to the chase. The intense heat of the geysers slightly erodes my hull, but at least I managed to gather a little fuel. So I assume we lose hull? Yeah, lose 20 hull. We gain 10 fuel. Now, hull I have to be worried about, actually, because if we have a quick look at how we're doing, we only have 3 iron, and I do want to keep the 3 iron, so we're a little bit concerned over that one. I'm going to just top up our fuel for the moment. Now we do have Omega, so we can always use Omega if necessary. I kind of find an Omega should be a last minute, you know, emergency ration. We destroyed our drill. Okay, well, we can rebuild the drill. There goes our iron. But we did manage to get more iron by doing our drilling. So, I would love to put this 8 straight into the hull. I really wish you could do that in this game. Sadly, you cannot. Instead, I think I'm going to lose 2 oxygen. It'll be worth it. We'll put this straight into the hull. And we'll actually do that with us as well. We could top up our fuel. I think that topping up fuel would be a good idea. There we go. Take off. No one else in the system, so let's think about where we're going to jump next. What are you? Red giant. Black hole. I'm going to go for the black hole. I want to see how this wormhole drive works. Hello there, black hole. Wormhole drive! Oh, and it takes Omega to go there. Oh, that's fairly expensive, but, you know, sure. Oh, that's really expensive. 1 for that shorter hop. Supernova. Black hole. Frankly, I really should have gone to the red dwarf. I'm going to need to land somewhere and get some more oxygen. My ship approaches a huge and strange construction. It's really alien. Very different from anything I've seen before. Words appear on my computer screen. Words in my own language. Man from the Earth, we are watching you. I feel like I'm some sort of celebrity Big Brother right now. Your journey is about more than your mere existence. Survive and we shall open the way to your eternal quest. Come to okay. At least I know the word star. There you shall find the answers you seek. I've learned the new technology, subspace reactor. I've got a new objective. Okay, so I've got a subspace reactor learned. What does that take to build? Just hafnium, and I have hafnium. Okay, cool. Let's build it. What's it do? It's a fundamental pressure, blah, 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 blah. Reduce the amount of fuel necessary to travel through the interdimensional... So basically, it reduces the fuel consumption of our drive. Which, you know, frankly, I am up for. I am really up for that. So, where is it? Subspace reactor. Craft. And what a lovely, lovely solar system to be in. We've got something for our oxygen, something for our elements, and something for our fuel. Although, admittedly, we can still do that on this planet over here. I'm going to go straight in for this one and get ourselves some stuff. No use for this. Got use for this. Problem is, I didn't empty... I should have probably put the 13 oxygen into our fuel supply. Actually, I'm trying to think what we could do. We'd probably have to get rid of the hafnium. I do want the 18. So, backing up. I'm going to go here first, just in case we find a technology from the people on the land or whatever. Encounter life. We've met the Arukamema. I don't know any of those words. I know the word U. Great. And Omega. I place something on the ground. Oh, it's giving me more Omega? And it's learned the word love? It loves us! Oh! Or maybe we love Omega. I don't know. But we got ourselves more Omega. And frankly, I'm always pleased when that happens. I've got 2 slots, 3. I think that's fine. Start drilling. I might upgrade our shields, our hull. That's what I meant. Let's do a drill. Oxygen, I'll have it. Gold, carbon. Again, don't really need those. I will take the gold for now. And take off. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for cobalt. Could go to the rocky planet. No, I'm going to keep jumping. And look at that, I've got much larger jump range. Very nice. So yellow dwarf, or we can go down here to a neutron star. I'm going to take the neutron star. I must maintain a sound mind. Okay, good for you. Ooh, so we've got another garden planet, a rocket planet, and a gas giant. I think we'll do the same thing as last time. Gas giant, then hit up the garden planet. Nothing I can really get rid of here. Fine. Probe you. A whole bunch of hydrogen. I'm not going to take the 5. I'm fine without it. And if we dump this 20 immediately into our... There we go, got 7 left. That'll probably be used up on landing on the garden planet. So let's go to the garden planet. Our lovely fish ship flying over here. Sailing through the skies. Use the last of our hydrogen. Yeah, still got 1 left. Oh well. Let's encounter life. Let's see what they have. Cybermerg. Place it on the ground. Wow, we are doing very well. Every time we've been given... This is really rare. I don't know why we've been given Omega so often. It's weird. I mean, you know, I'm up for it. Up to 3 Omega. We had 4, actually. We can still jump between the black holes, but I think that that'll be really helped by our new subspace reactor. It allows us to jump further. I might use a little bit of this. More gold. I don't want the carbon. Actually, I will take the carbon instead of 1 hydrogen. Unfortunately, no fuel there. I was hoping to mine some oxygen. So I think we'll keep jumping. I will ignore the rocky planet. I'm going to keep jumping. Black hole. We could use that and then use the black hole to jump forwards. Yeah, we'll do that. Enter the black hole. There we go. That's nice. That's a good distance traveled. Red giant. Come on. Living planet. A star could probably have been born there. A massive amount of hydrogen coalesced into a little cloud so vicious it synthesized its own fuel. I stole as much as I could hold. I managed to fill up my fuel. Cool. I can go here for more. Let's look at how our ship's doing in terms of capacity on board. I think I need the fuel. I think there's no question about that. I really do need the fuel. The question is, what will I end up throwing out? I'd hope nothing, but it will have to throw out something. I'll take the 20. And what will I take the 20 for? Probably the carbon. I rarely see carbon come up in recipes. Well, parts lists, I guess you'd call them. So I'll take that. And that was a very good jump. It really allows us to get a lot closer. So I think we're going to end today's episode here. New type of jumping drive, the subspace fold or a reactor, or whatever you want to call it, along with the wormhole drive. Really good. You know, that use of Omega to jump so far, you could be like, oh, well, you know, frankly, you want to hit as many things up as possible. No, actually, I think that personally, skipping as many as possible is really good. Unlike FTL, where you want to get as powerful as possible, in this game, you kind of want to avoid all the situations for dying and losing resources. and it's working really well for us, especially this new ship. I'm loving it. I have to be a bit concerned about the oxygen, but I really do love this new ship. But we'll continue this next time. I've been EnterElysium. If you enjoyed today's episode and, you're liking the series, you're liking the game, please, like the video. It really helps support it. And if you're not subscribed and you want to see more, of course, consider subscribing. But until next time, stay shiny.